I'm James from Bespoke Airsoft and welcome back to On The Counter. In episode 2 we'll be looking at the H&K VP9 gas blowback pistol from Umarex. So what you're going to see here, it's got a nice branding on the box here. It's a little bit smaller than your average pistol sort of packaging. With a few of their pistols now they seem to put them in these smaller boxes at Umarex. So let's open the box and see what we've got. So as you open the box you'll have the VP9, which is in this plastic sort of wrapping. You've got a few of your manuals there, and then you've got all the spare pieces to switch out your grips and your side panels to make it a little more comfortable for yourself. Let's just pop that to one side so we can see the pistol. Now straight away you can see where it's a licensed pistol, being from Umarex. It's licensed under the HK brand. The VP9 being a fairly new pistol compared to the sort of the HK45s and USPs. As you'll see on the gun here, it says Energy 1 Dual Max. So it's good to see that a lot of companies now are putting these pistols out so they can't shoot too hot. So if you want to play CQB or even woodland games, depending on your sight rules, it'll be absolutely fine for those purposes. So it's a polymer framed pistol with a metal slide here and a metal barrel. With the VP9s, I don't know whether this is straight out of the box or whether they loosen up with a bit of use. The slides are quite sticky. It's not a problem once we've shot it. I mean, it performs absolutely superbly. As you'll see on the slide here, you've got all the VP9 trades, and then you've just got some licensed trademarks by Hector and Koch there. Positive slide serrations on the front and the back, but what they've done differently with the VP9 compared to other pistols is they've put these two fins on the back here. This makes it a lot easier to rack the slide, whether you're wearing gloves or whether you're not, whether your hands are wet or damp if you're out in the field. Playing a woodland game and you get some mud and stuff on your hands, you're going to have no problem racking this slide because it's so easy to grab. The normal tri-dot iron sights fitted as standard on the pistol, and the only safety on this pistol is located on the trigger. So if you're pressing the trigger from the side, it won't allow you to pull the trigger. You have to press it from the centre, much like a Glock or something similar like that. So the gas magazine, very nice finish to it. This pistol is produced by VFC, it's OEM by VFC for Umarex. Absolutely superb finish on the pistol magazine here. The similar sort of finishing you'll see on like the HK45, just it's like a black chrome kind of effect. It's roughly about 25 rounds in the magazine, and it takes green gas or any other kind of propellant that you're using. The magazine release can be found on both sides, this being an ambidextrous pistol, and you just push the lever down and the magazine will drop. Now what I said in another video that we did is magazines dropping under their own weight. You'll see from the last On The Counter episode we used the Gladius. As soon as you pop the mag release, the magazine just fell out. And I did mention that video with the VFC FNX45, sorry, that I had the problem where the magazines wouldn't fall out under their own weight. It does mean they're a snug fit. It does mean they don't rattle in the pistol, which is also a good thing. But if you're doing them fast, oh, it's just done it there, whether I was gripping the frame of the pistol a little bit more tightly to allow the plastic to expand. But if I don't grip the handle quite so firm, and the pistol magazine doesn't fall out under its own weight. Not a massive bugbear, but some of you will find that a little bit annoying. I can imagine this will free up with time because the more you take this in and out, you'll sort of start to wear the finish off the magazine. So it's got the nice markings on the back there like the real one would have as well. To access the hop on this pistol, same as most pistols out there on the market, lock the slide to the rear, and you'll see here it's just a little bit janky. It might be because it's new out of the box, and then as soon as you lock the pistol to the rear, just pull the lever down, let the slide forward and just push the slide and it will pop off. However easy that is to take the slide off, it isn't as easy to put the slide back on. And the first time when we was doing these, when we had them here at Bespoke, they were very sort of finicky to get back on, like something wasn't quite lining up properly. But you'll see the hot wheel there is found in any other normal places you do on many pistol replicas. What you will find, you can see they've put the little tab on the spring guide which stops it falling out, which is good. Disassembly is very much similar to many other models out there, and you'll see they've done the same on this as they did on the FNX45, where they've put this little spring on the hot unit just to make sure it seats back properly and to make sure it doesn't fall out. VFC, with their certain pistols that I've mentioned before, they do have different design blowback housings. The FNX has one that's a little bit backwards. It's sort of like a piston into a chamber instead of like a nozzle going over a piston. With the FNX45, the nozzle basically is the piston. And you'll see this one here, it's a normal type of blowback housing here, but the actual piston itself isn't round. It's sort of more of a, I don't know, square shape. But what you can see there is it's going to have a much bigger capacity for gas, which makes the blowback action on this pistol absolutely superb. You can also see the mechanism there for the functioning live indicator. So to put the pistol back together, we just reverse the process, pop that back in, pop the spring guide back in, and then just let that little pin sit in the hot unit. And then we're going to try and do this first time, so we just slide that back on. So far so good. Lock the pistol to the rear, and that's where you get the slight issue. What you do is just make sure everything's seated properly, and then eventually it will lock round. Just a little bit finicky compared to other models. Now, the pistol has adjustable back straps and side panels. You get a few in the box as I showed you earlier, so you can adjust this to more whether you've got bigger hands or smaller hands. What you will find with the VP9, which is very, very pleasing, whether you're a Glock guy, whether you do SIGs, whether you do M9s, whatever your choice of pistol is, you can't deny the fact that when you pick this pistol up and put it in your hand, something just feels very right about it, that they've put a lot of thought into this grip. And when you seat it in your palm and you grip the pistol, it just feels right. It feels like the grip is made for your hand. And I know as stupid as that sounds, but a lot of companies don't get this right. The real life firearm manufacturers, as well as the airsoft companies that produce these replicas. But when you hold this VP9 in the hand, you will feel how satisfying it is to grip the pistol and how comfy it is. And everyone that comes into Bespoke that handles this VP9 agrees as well. It's so well seated in the hand. You've got your normal sort of 20mm Picatinny that's built into the polymer of the frame, so you can mount your lasers or your tack lights or anything like that. You will have to find a more specific holster for something like this, because it's not a Glock, it's not an M9, it's not a massively, sort of run-of-the-mill pistol that you guys might run out there. But I'm sure there'll be something that you can find that will fit it into the pistol. Now, when gassing the pistol, it's just like any other gas blowback pistol. The inlet valve is at the bottom there. Just going to take some green gas. This is Airsoft Surgeon's green gas that I'm using. And we're just going to charge the pistol. And that's it. And you'll go ahead to fill the magazine up with BBs, whichever you want to use. We're just going to test the blowback of this pistol now. Now, I'm not exactly going to be expecting something like the Gladius that we shot in the last episode, because that was running on CO2, it had a much higher kick. But you'll also find that the slide release is ambidextrous as well, so great for you lefties out there. It's a really ergonomic pistol. So, very pleasing to shoot. Gas efficiency seems to be quite good. It's nice and slippery. It'll lock back. It seats perfectly. Very, very good for a gas blowback pistol. You're not going to get much better than that until you sort of go to like a CO2 sort of power source. But what we'll do, we'll put some rounds in this. We'll fill the green gas mag back up, and we'll wait for it to warm back up again. Put some rounds in it, and we'll shoot it through the chrono, and we'll see what we get through the chrono results. So you can see from them Chrono Results you're running about 300 to 310 with a slightly warmer magazine. On a hot day it will run about 320 to 330, but it will not be going any higher. From the previous results that we've had through the chronograph, with this magazine fairly hot, about between 25 and 30 degrees, this pistol still ran about 330 feet per second, and then managed to sort of come down to sort of the 310 mark again with the cool down. But as you see there, very snappy. You can also see from the slow-mo, it's a very pleasing blowback action. It's lovely to shoot. And the biggest sort of plus, or my biggest feature that I like the most, is the grip. And it is just so comfortable. It is really comfortable in the hand. I mean, we spoke about the Gladius in the last episode, and the main thing that I got from that was how snappy it was and how pleasing it was to fire. And although this is very pleasing to fire, the biggest thing I pull away from this pistol is the grip, and it is just lovely, absolutely lovely. You don't get many pistols that feel like that in the hand. So great performing pistol made by VFC for Umarex. Great that they've got the full trades on there. It's a really nice piece, whether you just want it in your collection or you want to use it as your trusty sidearm. This is available on Bespoke Airsoft right now, and we've also got the spare magazines in stock as well. So readily available to order straight away. But for this and many other standard and bespoke airsoft items, go to our website bespokeairsoft.co.uk. You can also follow us on all the social medias. You've got Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Instagram, and we'll see you in the next On The Counter. Thank you.